So, hot on the heels of the last one, here comes another one. How do your emotions feed into your timeline? So, your emotions, as we discussed, are your soul speaking. Okay. The more negative your emotions, guess what? The more negative your timeline. Job done. Video ended. Not quite. Okay. So, the more you feed into negativity, and it's not just yours, so we have a personal timeline. You have a choice of timelines every single day. Every single day you can change your timeline. And people do. Timeline hump, maybe. Some people, maybe. But you do, and we do every day, timeline hop between positive, negative, and any variation in between. Now, if you're aware of this, you can control what timeline you're on. What timeline you're on as a person feeds into what timeline you're on globally. Okay? It only takes about 65% of the population, about 65% of the population to believe something, to make it happen. That's the nature of co-creation. That's the nature of you as a manifesting, co-creating being. You are source incarnate in a body, okay? And what you believe in your everyday life manifests directly in this world, in your personal life and at a global level. And they know this. It's why we have a system that's based the way it is, which is why there's propaganda, which we all know exists. The news, biggest propaganda machine, the global narrative, global media machine, spewing out propaganda, subliminal messaging. I'm not being sarcastic to you, it's because I don't have a lot of respect for the system. Um, so, global media machine, propaganda, subliminal messaging in advertising, just good old fashioned emotional blackmail, make you feel sad for something, compassionate for something. It goes on every day. Okay? If you don't want to live in a world with World War III, just say not on my timeline. Don't engage in war. Remove war from your signature frequency. You don't have to preach to other people, you just have to do it. Because fundamentally, it's about you and what you believe. And that's why there are so many people out there, like me, trying to persuade you to do what they want you to do. Only I want you to do what is right for you. Okay, that's how you timeline jump. That's how your emotions feed in. The more negative you are, the more of a negative timeline you're feeding into. So if you don't want World War III or a nuclear war or something in the country, don't feed into it. Okay, this is where things like, some of the conspiracy theories and even some of the, it doesn't have to be conspiracy. It's literally, if you believe that God is an alien, God probably is an alien, because you believe it, you've bought into that timeline. Because if you didn't know about it, it literally, if it didn't exist, you wouldn't know about it. Fundamentally, we don't know about things that don't exist because they're not in existence. This is how you control your timeline. The more positive you are, the more positive timeline that you can bring yourself into. If you can sustain that on a long-term basis, you will live in a higher frequency timeline on a long-term basis. Okay, your emotions have a direct effect on that. You can see my previous video about why emotions are so important. This is the greater thing of why your emotions are so important, why there is so much, there's trillions of dollars put into controlling your emotions. And the more that they can persuade you not to pay attention to your emotions and get you to work on autopilot, the less control that you have of what timeline you're on. And it matters. Because personally, I don't want that kind of crap in my timeline. I'm about peace and love, man. Make love, no war. You know? But it's up to you. It's not a bad thing. If you enjoy war, have at it. You've got free will. But it's about being conscious of your timeline, conscious of how you, as a being, experience yourself right now, and understanding that that feeds into the global. You can change the world just by changing yourself. You change it from inside out, not outside in. They convince you to look outside of yourself. You need to look inside of yourself. Everything you need to be a powerful person is inside you. You don't need anything else. That doesn't mean to say your service to self, you can go help other people. Once you get into that situation, you can go help other people to help themselves. You can't force it. Just started pouring with rain. You can't start preaching at people and telling them that you want them to do this, that, and the other. You kind of have to just do it. This is what's helped me. This is the world according to Bex. This is how I've managed to get over a life of abuse and bullying and struggle to stand on my own 2 feet and be my own person, is by working out what I want, and then I go help people that genuinely need help. Okay, if they ask me for help, I help them. I don't mind. So, what kind of timeline do you want to be on? I've waffled a bit, so I apologise. What kind of timeline do you want to be on? Do you want to be on a happier, more peaceful, everybody love each other timeline like me? Or would you rather be on the World War III and let's everybody kill each other and anything in between? You have a choice, and you have a choice right now, and it's up to you. Take care, be safe, try not to wreck the place.